we are speaking about sustainable fashion, recycling products, and ensuring that what we produce is good, not just for our appearance, but also for the environment as well. I am speaking recyclable fashion with a young lady who makes these beautiful tote bags that she forgot to bring for some reason. But it's fine. Her name is Beth J and the brand is Totem by Beth. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm good. You didn't struggle to wake up?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Felt like a very long weekend.
Yeah, you are one of those, eh?
Yeah.
Forgot that there's life after a weekend. I can say this because I've been here all week, so it's fine. Tell me something. Totem by Beth. Why did you specifically word your brand that way?
Well, I believe in our culture, totems have a way of bringing people together. So I wanted a name brand that would make everyone feel included. It's something that brings people together, a community together, a society together. So I felt like Totem really represents that. Yeah.
Was this always a passion of yours, making stuff, or is it something you discovered as you went along the way?
I like to believe I've always been the crafty type. So I have a huge love and passion towards fashion and the environment. So I tried working around things that I've always enjoyed doing, but making it something that's helpful to the environment as well. Yes.
What are some of the materials that you work with currently?
Well, to begin with, I started using cotton. Then as time went on, I started exploring things like a material called drill. It's a mixture of cotton and other materials. And then recently I started working on using canvas material. Yes.
Now, I don't think these were your first choices when you started. How did you make that journey to, okay, I'm making these, let's use the tote bags as your examples. I'm making these bags, and now I want to make them using recycled material, so I'm going to do this. Like, how did you move from this point to that point?
Okay, to begin with, I wanted a product that would be durable. So my main goal was finding a material, a fabric rather, that would make sure that I give that to people, durability. Because it's one of those, when someone buys something, they want the value for their money. So apart from that, I wanted a material where you can keep using it over and over and over again and not have to worry about the wear and tear in a short space of time. So I went for materials that are, for example, canvas. Unless you burn it, I'm sure you're stuck with it for a long time.
All right.
Yes.
Right. Now, when we look at price points, a lot of our designers struggle with pricing their products in an appealing way, so to speak. And one of the factors is, of course, that some of these materials are not easy to come across in Zimbabwe. How accessible have the fabrics that you use been for you in terms of local sourcing?
Well, it was a bit of a challenge because you have this whole idea of a design in your mind and you want to bring it to life. So let's just say my feet kind of suffered for a little bit because I had to move from uptown to go all the way downtown to try familiarize with which fabrics are readily available, and ones where if I start using a specific fabric, I won't use it for like a month or so and no one has it anymore. So I tried going to a couple of downtown wholesalers for material and fabrics to try figure out which fabric is always available. But there's this one point in time where I wanted to use this very nice fabric called calico, but I was only told it's only available in one shop in Harare, and I was like, no.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. So even if I make the bags, if I get another order after like 2 weeks or so, I can't supply it because I don't have the fabric anymore. So it was a matter of really diving into the material fabric industry and try to figure out what's always available, what's easily accessible, and also affordable. Yeah.
I'm about to ask you something very strange.
Okay.
You know how when you start a business, right?
Yes.
You become a one-man band. And suddenly you have to know everything. So you have to know how to make the products, where to source, how to market it. You're attending all these weird things. How did you get your name out there? How did you become your brand's marketing guru?
Okay. I won't lie, I had a lot of help from my friends and family.
Oh, you lucky duck.
Yes. So when it came to sourcing fabric, making the bags, I think my biggest advantage was my mom, because she's a teacher but also a part-time tailor. She did tailoring for a long space of time. So we always grew up seeing her make stuff, sew stuff for us. So that got me interested in, okay, if I like something, can I make it as well? So I think I'll give the credit to her for that. She would usually take me with her when she went hunting for fabric. So I kind of like had an idea how to maneuver my way. Then when it came to the marketing side of things, I won't lie, I like social media as a marketing tool because I feel like it exposes you to a lot of people who you wouldn't randomly just bump into in society. So for me, it was I would post something and my friends would repost it. So it just took one repost from a friend and yeah, that kind of like propelled everything into a different direction for me.
Okay, so you've pretty much had a decent journey towards growth, and we're happy for that, and we do wish you well. In, let's say, a year, where is Totem by Beth going?
Oh, I would really love to not just limit myself to tote bags, because I believe when it comes to sustainable fashion and recyclable fashion, you really don't have limits as to what you can make. So I don't want to limit the brand to just making tote bags. I really want to dive into other different pieces of fashion. Yeah, to at least give it a wide variety, because you can't just stick to one thing. And I want to grow as people grow as well. You want to diversify, you want to grow, you want to tap into different types of industries as well. Yes.
What is the one thing that if this happened for you, it would make all the difference to your brand? Except for money, nobody's got money. We're not taking money.
Although I won't put it to the side. I think for me, what would really help the brand is in terms of exposure. Let me put it like that, exposure. You might have a good product, but I believe when it comes to a business, as an individual and you're trying to grow your brand, I believe you build people, and then people build a culture, and the culture then builds your business. So I want the brand to be positioned in such a way where everyone knows about it, everyone has access to it, in such a way that if it's going to be a culture, then it has to be the people doing it for you. Yes.
Well, we do wish you all the best. Very quickly, as we wrap up, where do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, my handle on Instagram is @BethJotham, and the brand page is @Totem by Beth J.
Right, we love that. Thank you so much for sitting down with us this morning, and we wish you all the best. We will be looking out for those beautiful tote bags made in an environmentally friendly manner, just to make sure they carry us through not just this lifetime. You know those hand-me from yeah.
Yes.
That's what those bags are going to become, from one generation to another. My mother gave me this bag, and it has so much effect.